Okay, so today we're out on this beautiful sunny day. There's actually not a cloud in the sky, which is shocking for spring in Washington, but it's kind of warm out, so truck. We're gonna work on truck. And problem with truck is that my alternator is having issues. Not only was I having problems with just a no start in general, but I broke the tensioner bolt off in the alternator when I was doing the power steering belt. So I have a new alternator coming in through Napa today, so I'll be waiting on that, getting that at some point. In the meantime, I have header bolts I need to do something with. And currently, my exhaust doesn't bolt up. The headers don't go all the way to the block. So, gotta do something about that. We go here, do this one-handed, open the hood, and you see down there, zoom in, that's not sealed. So I need to do something about that. Need to replace those fancy zinc-coated bolts that I had on there before and do something about that. Alternator's already out. Gonna be replacing the belt as well, because the belt, let's pull this sucker off, is not great. Not great at all. It's in a lot better shape than the power steering belt was, because that was toasted. But got a new one on there, so that'll be good, hopefully. But definitely need to fix those bolts. That's a problem. So that's our project today. As far as the inside goes on this thing, it's pretty okay at the moment. It's passable. On the lower grade of passable, but still passable. We got some discoloration on the dash, big old Bluetooth speaker hole. The 5-panel wink mirror out of Ruby, the Honda Civic. One of my favorite parts that I still have out of that car. I kept having my actual rear view mirror fall off on the old windshield, so I just wound up screwing that in there, and that works much better. I feel like I can see a lot more as well. I do kind of want one of those little wolf box mirror things, but we'll deal with that on a later date. A little bit of trash and just various project car bullshit. We got the good old AutoZone seat covers. Actually, I think I got these on Amazon. Totally forgot. But either way, they don't look half bad. They actually match the bucket seats that I have to throw in this thing. Those will look a lot better. These were just kind of to hide the crusty old Lariat seat. Got my Momo steering wheel on there. Steering column's still busted, but that will have a solution soon. I have a brand new steering column sitting inside. However, I ordered a manual steering column on accident, so it does not have the column shifter on it. However, not a big deal. I'm gonna just order a floor shifter. Mount it right there. That's just more money I need to spend. Door cards, they're okay. We'll probably need some replacing soon because we got a lot of cracking and whatnot up there. Carpet will absolutely need to be replaced at some point. My windows don't roll up currently, so as you can see, this is definitely all wet right here, and is just wet whenever it's wet outside. So that's something. And then I do have this. Oh shit, maybe I should stop playing with my holes. Because I'm just making it bigger. Otherwise, truck's doing pretty good. Do have to worry about the windshield, the rear window that also has some issues. So I'll worry about that later. I do have the new mechanism for it. Got to order the motor. Got to order this. Got to order a lot of stuff for this truck, but we're getting there piece by piece, inch by inch, living paycheck to paycheck, trying to build. This badass thing is kind of a pain in the ass, and I'm living paycheck to paycheck because I'm trying to build this badass thing. So, doing what we can, man. All right. Pull this plug wire off so I can actually get to things. This is where having locking hubs is really nice, because I can just stand on those and my bumper. Neither one is comfortable, but it gives me something to stand on. Yeah, I could just get these bumpers. At some point as well, I am gonna need to replace my water pump, because yeah, that shouldn't be cracked. That's no good. No good, senor. Not good at all. Probably having a new fuel filter would do me some good. I don't know the last time this has been replaced. This is mostly just mud on it, but it still couldn't hurt. Kind of want to throw a clear one in there so I know what the fuel is looking like. I just replaced the gas tank on this shortly after I bought it, so that's fairly new, but I still would like to be able to look at my fuel. Radiator at some point does need to be replaced. It's being held in by this. I did not do this. This was the previous owner, and I'm just now realizing this is literal wire. Fuck, it's... Don't ask why I've never looked that hard at it. I didn't want to know. Haven't looked at it. Now I've looked at it. That needs to be replaced. Fuck. Okay. At least the hose is new. But... yeah. Alright, cool. Lovely. Yeah, but I definitely need to do the water pump, because it is very leaky. That should not be green. And the reason it's green and silver is because I sprayed that. So, it's green and silver for that reason. But that... I don't want to do it. I might have to do it at some point sooner than later, but I don't want to do it because I should also do that at the same time. Because I was watching a little bit of Vice Grip Garage last night about the Firebird, fire turkey, fire chicken, whatever the hell you want to call it. And he had to do that and that. Did that first, then he did that. And I just want to do both at the same time, because that sounds like the easiest way of doing things. So, yeah, that's a project for another day, though, because that's not today me problems. Today me problems is alternator and headers. Got the bolts in my pocket. Now we're taking the PT Cruiser, if I don't trip and fall on my face first. Gotta love a good old PT Cruiser. Like a Kia Soul before a Kia Soul existed. Or before Kia was... I was gonna say before Kia was good, but Kia's still not good, so... neither is this, but... And now we're off to O'Reilly's to buy some new header bolts. Maybe get one short enough, maybe get a better wrench, maybe get a various assortment of shit, but yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try Lowe's. O'Reilly's let me down last time and didn't have the best bolts, so yeah, I'm gonna go try the blue store. I wonder how many lesbians we'll find today. Oh, hey, that could not have been any more perfect.
Special assistance needed at the appliance desk. Special assistance needed at the appliance desk.
That's what I need. 38, 62. Need one of these. Alright, so the lesbian store did not work out. Let me down even more than O'Reilly's did. So I guess we'll just go back to O'Reilly's and see if they've replenished their stock of bolts. If not, I'm gonna have to figure it out, and I might just actually have to do that washer method. But we'll see what we're doing. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see how we can make it work. It's always funny building a relationship with your local auto parts store as a modified / classic car owner, because they wind up learning your name and knowing you by name. So when you walk up or walk in, they go, "Hey, Thomas, how's it going? What you up to today?" And I'm now used to that, because that is the fate that I have signed myself up for. Is this Toyota going to be an asshole? Everybody's going to be an asshole and not let me in. Awesome. And what do you know? The one that does let me in is the Toyota 4Runner. Got to love my 4Runner people. I am not a 4Runner owner, but I love 4Runner owners. They are so nice majority of the time. Out of most demographic of car owners that make me want to hate the car themselves, 4Runners are not on that list. So, shout out to you, 4Runner owners. Shout out to that 4Runner for letting me in. Jaguar way over there. That thing looks like it would be a lot of fun to drive today, but still a pile of crap. They look cool, sort of, but they suck. Bye-bye, unreliable convertible. Now, as I'm doing all this, I want it to be known it's not the right way, and if you're mad that I'm not doing it the right way, you can send me money, because all of this shit costs money, and I'm doing what I can. So I'm gonna show y'all how to learn how to do what you can, because I'm learning how to do what I can at the same damn time. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to work. So, get these bolts and put them in there. It's the wrong wrench. Sick. So, that hose is in the way, but whatever. I don't have a tripod at the moment, so deal with it. Okay. Don't know what that noise was, but didn't sound like anything breaking. I don't want to have to modify this wrench, but I feel like that might help me right now. So can I even bend this chrome vanadium? I don't know, but we gonna find out. I don't know how well y'all will be able to see this, but here's the new bolt. Barely fits in right there, as you might be able to see, but it does catch threads. So, that should work. So, we're doing pretty good. Got those bolts in there. Everything's tightening up the way I want it to, except that last one, but that's just because that is in an awful spot to get to. So I will keep fidgeting with that one when I feel like it. In the meantime, I've been working on this side. Not nearly as tight on everything. I had to loosen the header from the actual exhaust in order to fidget with it a little bit easier and get it mated to the exhaust, or not exhaust, the actual engine block itself. So that's good. Checking spark plugs as I do that. So we're getting somewhere. In the meantime though, Napa just called me to let me know the alternator is there. So I'm gonna go pick that up. All right, so we have the alternator, have the old one out. However, got this plug with these 3 wires, got these 3 wires, and this plug doesn't come out. So I get to splice things and hope it works out. And I really hope it does, because if it doesn't, I'm a lot more screwed than I thought I was. But either way, the truck doesn't start. So, we'll send it, I guess. Can't be that hard, considering those 3 are like that. And those 3 are like that. So, logically, I just cut these and splice them to that the way they are. And that's the way it should go. I really hope that's the way it goes. We will see. Got that done. Doesn't look the best, but it should be functional. Let's hope I wired that up right. Alright, so new alternator's in. All wired up. Let's see. That's a good sign. It means we have power. It means that does that thing. So. Something. We're getting there. Forgot to turn the key on. That is kind of an important step to doing this, but let's see if it works. Still won't start with a key though. So I don't know what's up with that. Probably because this is all tight and shit, you know, like, who knows? Okay, so I'm pretty much done. The alternator does alternator things, I think. The truck wants to crank over, but it won't. I'm pretty sure it's an ignition issue, something to do with that funky little steering column we got going on there. So I think that's what I have to replace next. Like I said, I have a new one. I just need to order that floor shifter now. So I guess that's what we'll wait on for the time being, and then go from there, because that's the most likely thing that I can think of to be the problem, because I've gone through every other part of the wiring system on this thing, and the only other thing that could be a little weird is my ignition, which wouldn't surprise me at all. So I'm gonna finish this video later. Well, I mean, the video's finished for now, but we'll finish this project later, and I will see all of y'all later. Hope you enjoyed my first attempt at long form content, and it will get better the more I do it. It's just my first try. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Nice to see you guys.